Cancer family, hello and welcome to your September 2024 tarot forecast. Cancer fam, how are y'all doing? How was your summer? Let me know in the comments. This is going to be a general reading for Cancer sun, moon, and rising signs. Y'all, if you're not sure of your moon or rising sign, a quick Google search for a birth chart calculator, or there's also plenty of free astrology apps that can get you your birth chart and that info. All right. Beautiful Cancers. If y'all are enjoying the readings, for those of you who have been subscribing for a while and haven't checked out my Instagram, I do have an Instagram account, not too many extra socials, but that's the one other. The link for that's in my bio if you want to go ahead over to my Instagram and check me out over there, because there's lots of things that don't always get posted here on my YouTube. So let's keep growing that family, y'all. And thank you to all the subscribers who've been throwing some likes my way, leaving comments. I have really enjoyed the comments, y'all. So keep them coming. It's really meaningful. I really do love hearing back from the community. And to all the new subscribers, welcome. I know we have some new subscribers that have joined us in the last month. Welcome, welcome. Super glad all of y'all are here and sending y'all so much love. Let's see, any last plugs? I think I got, oh, yes, I have my little checklist. But Cancer fam, I don't want you to sweat it if you don't catch this video right after I post. Know that whenever you come across this video, whenever you're feeling that little tingle or urge to click and watch, that is the time for you to receive this message. And I do hope, Cancers, that there's something in this message for y'all. All right, beautiful Cancer, let's get into the astrology of the month of September before we dive into your tarot reading, which I have here. We're starting off September, and I know that I'm filming this a few days in already, so this will have already happened. But at the beginning of September on the 1st, we had Uranus stationing retrograde in the sign of Taurus. That's a big shift. I should say, let me back that up. Uranus is a bringer of great change. It loves learning and gaining new knowledge and insights, but it can be a really swift, sudden change bringer. All right. It is think about Uranus in mythology. It is a sky god. They are a sky god. And so we might see things upticking with, especially end of summer, and we're in hurricane season here in North America. But like more storms, more wind, more lightning. And with Uranus and Taurus, we might actually see also an uptick, because I've been noticing more and more on the news of tectonic activity, like volcanoes and earthquakes. Again, Uranus, that like sudden change, ground breaking, ground shifting kind of change in Taurus, right? That's one way that we might see it exhibit itself a little bit more. That same day that Uranus stations retrograde, Pluto, which has currently been retrograding for a little while, is moving back into the sign of Capricorn for its final time. This is a big deal because Pluto has been doing this little dance between Capricorn and Aquarius. It's moving into Aquarius and out of Capricorn. So it's kind of leaving Capricorn behind, and this will be the final time Pluto is in the sign of Capricorn for, I don't know, like 250 years, something like that. Pluto transits are very long. So Pluto went into the sign of Capricorn in 2008. Think back to what was going on in the world in 2008, because when these larger outer planets, okay, larger, I won't say larger, Pluto, it's a dwarf planet, but when the outer planets are retrograding, because their cycles around the sun take so much longer since they're so much further away, those not retrograde, but those cycles through the different signs of the zodiac take a while. So do the retrogrades, so to speak, also. But yeah, so that's why, again, we've had Pluto in Capricorn since 2008. And this is all about our power structures, our power dynamics, which are very much like top down right now. Pluto and especially Capricorn oversee like governmental structures. This Uranus and Taurus energy might also bring about some big shifts in our financial systems, with again Taurus, earth sign money, Capricorn, earth sign, all about kind of stability and control, right? And Pluto as well, very much about control and power. So we're going to see a lot of shifting, because these are paradigm shifts when it's the outer planets doing their thing and changing signs. These are big shifts for the masses, for the collective. And we're seeing a very tight focus from all of us as the masses, looking at our power structures and those who control us, frankly. And we're questioning a lot of it and seeing, well, how is that serving us collectively as humanity? How is that serving our planet, the health of planet Earth, of our animal and plant family as well? So all that's coming up for review, because as soon as Pluto moves into Aquarius, power to the people. Power to the people, y'all. Big shifts. All right, y'all. So let me keep it moving on this. That's the first. Okay. So Pluto's been doing this dance. It's not saying like all this is culminating on the first with Pluto. It's just something to note that while Pluto is retrograding, this is its final pass back into Capricorn. And so we're going to see a lot of events probably spring up between now and October, November, before as Pluto goes direct around that time. And then finally, as Pluto, I believe in November, moves from Capricorn fully into Aquarius. All right, for the next like 20 something years, 20 years, I think. I'm not sure exactly. On the 2nd of September, we had a beautiful new moon in Virgo. So I hope y'all felt that new moon energy. And even if you weren't intentional about working with it, maybe you did so subconsciously, where you just felt that urge to nurture some of your ideas, some of your daily routines and wellness practices. Self-care is a big thing with Virgos, getting your like inner home and outer home in order and decluttered and organized, so that the energy can just flow better and you can live and be in a space of feeling more free, and thus feeling more able to create and imagine, right? And expand on those wonderful things. So that was a lovely new moon energy on the 2nd of September. Mid-month, scooting ahead to the 17th of September, we have a very powerful full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. Full moons represent endings, culminations, wrap-ups. In the sign of Pisces, this will be a very dreamy, a very intuitive, a very spiritual full moon energy to work with. So definitely, we have a lot of Pisces energy. I'm going to mention some more in just a moment, but this is a period to get really serious about our spiritual practices and our spiritual development. I'm curious if y'all have been feeling like the family, the community, especially my Cancers, because y'all are deeply, water signs, deeply emotional, but can be also very spiritual. Are y'all feeling the call to get in touch more with your spirituality, whatever that looks like individually for you? This will be a very interesting full moon eclipse. It's not going to be, I don't think it's like a full eclipse. Not sure. I'm going to have to double check that. But again, that energy of like, work with your dream state, work with your meditative periods and those moments of stillness, because that's when you're going to receive a lot of insight. Then on the 22nd of September, we have the fall equinox and Libra season begins. So that's going to be a shift from earth sign Virgo into air sign Libra. And again, very interestingly, that Pluto shift is from earth sign Capricorn into air sign Aquarius. So we have a lot of shifting from like heavier earth and water energies, and with many planets, into lighter, freer, more creative air and fire coming up, y'all. Something else to keep note of is Saturn and Neptune are both retrograding presently too, so it's still a big retrograde cycle. I know Mercury retrograde just ended, but there's a lot of the outer planets retrograding: Uranus, Pluto, Saturn, Neptune. All we're missing is Jupiter for the outer ones, which is coming in October. Come back later for more on that. But they're retrograding right now in the sign of Pisces. Both planets are transiting through Pisces. And again, that emphasis, Saturn is the taskmaster. They want us to get very disciplined and serious about our spiritual practices, our spiritual development. How are we going to learn and grow, right? Neptune is at home very much in the sign of Pisces. So again, leaning into the dream work, the meditation work, the clairvoyance, clairsentience, whatever that looks like for you to connect with spirit, with your higher self. The veil is really dropped right now. So it is a big call from the universe for us collectively to reconnect with, I mean, we call it our spiritual selves, but really it's just like, it's an innate, it's how all the animals operate, all the plants, like it's this oneness. It's this, you could call it spiritual, but yeah, it's this harmony, right? Like we need to elevate our frequencies and our vibrations so we can join that beautiful harmony, Cancer family. So again, just really quick as we wrap up and get into your reading, the big themes for right now, or get prepared from here to the end of the year. We are going to be in store for a lot of rapid, fast, big changes, probably on the mass scale. All right. So be very flexible. Know what grounds you in times when things are feeling like a whirlwind, Cancers, so that you don't feel like you're getting caught up in everything. It's important for all of us collectively to stay very objective right now and not get so emotionally involved in these things that are going to be coming up and probably very triggering for a lot of us. And we're gonna want to get involved. But we need to stay objective. We need to become very good critical thinkers. We need to ask a lot of questions of those that are telling, especially those in power that are saying things, and asking us to continue like their reign of power, right? We need to double check the sources, triple check, check them once, check them twice, check them thrice kind of business. So keep that in mind, because there's going to be a lot of truths coming to light, a lot of information coming at us fast, and we're going to have to somehow assimilate it. But again, it's important. The reason that this is happening is that we have to see the truths. We have to see how bad everything has gotten, how imbalanced, I should say, everything has gotten, so that we collectively can make a hard stop and work to come back to a place of balance. All right, beautiful Cancers. Let me know how all that energy with the astrology is resonating for you. I'm really curious to hear if you've been feeling any of these big themes and how they're playing out in your life. Of course, if you're willing to share, no press. So Cancer fam, here we go. Coming into the month of September, feeling a little wanting. The things that used to fill your emotional cup no longer do. 4 of Cups reversed. You're not interested in what's being offered anymore. And so a lot of my Cancer family might be feeling the need, or maybe taking time out for themselves so that they can ponder over what does fill my emotional cup. As you're taking this time out, Cancers, it's important that you don't forget that, again, because it's reversed, as we're focusing on what we don't have, lack of, we might be missing messages from spirit that are offering you exactly that cup that you want. That's going to be very fulfilling for you. And here's the thing, here's the kicker, is that whatever you put out there, spirit answers, the universe answers, right? Law of attraction kind of business. But 99.9% of the time, it comes in a package least expected, Cancer fam. So make sure that as you're contemplating, as you're figuring out what does fill you emotionally, don't miss out. Don't block your receptiveness to messages from the other side. Because remember, all that Piscean energy we have right now in Neptune, in Pluto, and with the eclipse coming up mid-month. That's going to be a lot, again, of emphasis on the spirit world. Like the veil is dropped, y'all. And yeah, y'all are, again, detaching. Here's the energy that's surrounding you in September, King of Swords. So yeah, you're detaching. You're not really interested in being so emotionally involved in whatever business it was in the past that you are now taking a time out from. You are very much focused on truth and clarity and using your mind in the right ways, not letting it get bogged down with emotional heaviness, other people's drama. You're just like, I don't have time for that. I got stuff to do. I got things to create. I have, ideas, projects, like passions. So yeah, some of y'all might also, I'm just picking up now, like also might be needing to get to the truth of a matter. Some of y'all might be working, like have something going on that you're trying to cut through all the shenanigans and get to the heart of it. This king is, again, not interested in getting tied up emotionally in anything. So it's not that, when they're reversed, they're a little bit more cold, but when they're upright, this king is really just like very mentally sharp, very, very intellectual, and like knows exactly the course to go. Very directed mental energy. Yeah. At the base of your reading this month, like you are sharp as a tax. Page of Swords. You guys, Cancer fam, are like really putting that mind to work in the right way for you. This is all about just mental sharpness. You are on it. You're like, the clarity is there. You're not missing anything. So it's for those of you that are truth seeking, trying to figure out what's going on with something, or truth seeking and trying to figure out what fills your emotional cup now. Yeah, you got that clarity. Don't doubt that. Like trust what comes to you. Okay. Just also give it time to like marinate on it, right? Like once it comes to you, you're like, great, okay, I got it. Now let me marinate on it, because this can be a very fast moving energy as well. And you don't want to make too many fast moves with so much retrograding energy right now. I mean, you might just hit blocks or have to come back and do it later, but yeah, use that. You're again, you got the clarity there. You got the clarity, Cancers. This might also indicate that at the base of your reading, like there is a younger air sign masculine energy at play here for some of my Cancer fam. Again, this is a general reading, so it might play out a few different ways for whoever is checking this out. Affecting your past coming into September is a reversed 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, y'all haven't been playing well with others. Or others haven't been playing well with you, Cancer. It's the work thing. It's your work tribe. It's the people that you're collaborating creatively with on projects. Maybe you own your own business and you have your own team that you've put together. But this is all about teamwork. But when it's in reversed, it's like, oh, we might be having some difficulty with communication. Someone, again, I don't think, it may or may not be you, because you're very, again, that King of Swords, like you're very mentally sharp right now, but you might have checked out from whatever situation this is happening in your workaday life, because you're just like, enough already, this business, it's not going the right way. Your guys are wasting too much time. So you're like coming into the month, that's what you've been dealing with for a lot of some just bumps in your professional sector with those that you collab with. I could also hear like, yeah, bumps with the higher ups. Maybe for those, again, I'm thinking very much like kind of small business or independent, but like for those who are kind of more corporate or in larger things, like this could be kind of bumps with the higher ups, bosses, things like that. Crowning your reading, you have the Death card. So deep transformation for my Cancers this month. This is not a card about actual death. Very, very rarely does it actually indicate that. And I am not the kind of reader that would I don't do that shit. So anyway, Cancer, I digress. This is all about deep transformation. You are shedding away, again, that Four of Cups reversed at the beginning. You're taking time out because this old paradigm, right? We're shifting paradigms with this Pluto transit into Aquarius, like big paradigm shift. And a lot of us are being pulled to get really clear on what's good for us. And a lot of us are very aware that, ooh, what we've been doing hasn't really been super good for us. Like grinding too hard at work, the grind culture, right? Operating out of obligatory feelings, feeling obligated to do things as opposed to being driven by your passions and that inner, like that tingle, that gut feeling. So this is all about the release of an old cycle of an old behaviors, old traits, shedding it so that you can be reborn anew into like something completely new. It's not that process isn't painful, Cancer. So it might, for some of y'all, again, like it's painful for the phoenix when they, ignite into fire and crisp up and then are born from that again. That's not an easy process to go through. This is the card of Scorpio as well. So there could be some Scorpios at play for my Cancers this month, that death card. Coming up in the future, like later September, is King of Pentacles reverse. So your stability stuff in your material realm, your material stability may not be where my Cancers want it to be. Again, I'm picking up now, just like my stuff might be rocking some of my Cancers at their places of work. Maybe big shifts and transitions. Maybe some of y'all have been let go or have chosen to leave, I should say first. Maybe y'all have just chosen, like, this is not the environment for me anymore. Toxic. I'm doing my own thing now. Now's the time. So yeah, it's, again, and when we do those transitions, when we do those shifts, I've moved so much in my life. And every time I move, I'm like, why is my bank account so low? Oh yeah, because moving is hella expensive every single time. So it's like, right, when we do transitions, when we leave jobs, when we're transitioning between things, that can pull on all of our financial resources. So you may not feel very financially like stable. Or conversely, for some of my Cancers, this might be like you're being greedy and miserish with your money, with your material wealth. Yeah. This could also indicate an earth sign, because these court cards could indicate actual people. So a male, masculine, I would say masculine energy, earth sign could be at play coming up for my Cancers in September. Again, that full moon eclipse in Pisces, I think, is going to rock a lot of our signs in the zodiac, and it's going to be a big culmination period. So that, again, there might be something having to do with, not feeling super financially secure where you can like give and nurture others like you so normally do, Cancers. You're normally like a caretaker and you're like, oh crap, and that's okay if you got to reel it in and bring the focus just back to you for a little while. Doesn't mean that you're not going to ever be able to help anyone again, or it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It just means that the focus needs to return to you, and that's perfectly okay. Because here you are, here and now. Yeah, this is the card of generosity, the Six of Pentacles. Again, Pentacles are all about your material resources, your stability. It can be money, but just anything in the material realm that brings us stability. Any material stuff, right? When this card is flipped, since this is the generosity card, if it's upright, it's like you are able to be generous with others and give to others. Like I was just saying, normally my Cancer fam is very good at that. Giving of their emotional selves, their time, their energy, their heart. But when this card's reversed, Cancer, you might be experiencing some need of assistance from others during this transitionary time. And again, that's okay. As long as you got a plan, you're not milking it too much. You're not trying to be greedy like one of those, the beggars who's trying to be a chooser kind of thing, that ain't right. So make sure with that reversed king that you're not like needing help, but then also trying to call the shots. That's not how it works. If you need help, you accept it graciously, whatever is able to be given, right? And with gratitude. Yeah. So it's, sorry to serious pep talk you, but yeah, it's true. It's true. There's been too many instances where I've seen, just people asking for help and then trying to shot call like how the help is given, and you're like, no, that's not how this works. That's not. So either way, again, Cancer fam, the point is you might need a little bit of help leaning into others to support you this month, and that's perfectly okay. That's perfectly okay, because remember how much you give to others. Don't feel like, there's nothing, no shame, no insecurity that needs to come with that, because remember, it can be like a trade of energy. Because you've given to others, allow others to pour back and give to you. If you want to think about it like you've earned it, it's that it's returning to you now from all that you've given out, right, to others. But others see that you're not quite the joyous, sunshine, happy Cancers that you could be right now, sun reversed. So it's not that you're not going to be able to find your sunshine, Cancers. It's just that there's some light, that needs to be shown on some darkness, expose some things that'll give you clarity. And I think others see that you're not in a very sunny place at this time, since this is in the position of how others are seeing my Cancers this month. But either way, this is still a really lovely card. So I think that you're probably masking a little bit, Cancers. Like you're putting on a happy face, but like other people they see that like your truest heart, like the closest close, like they see that something's not right. They may not know what's going on specifically. They see that something's not right though. You think you're the only one with intuitive senses that can pick up on shit? Nah, Cancer fam. Your hopes and fears for September, 5 of Wands, competition. Some sort of, maybe in the job hunt. It's a brutal world out there for job hunters. Full-time work, it's brutal. A lot of competition with your energy. You might also be receiving a lot of input from other voices right now. And some of those voices are going to be good for you to listen to, and others aren't. And I think my Cancer fam knows who is worth giving their ear to at this moment. Because again, remember that energy that's crossing you and surrounding you this month. Like you're very clear about what's true and what's not. All right, but my Cancers might be feeling the competition. This might also be just like too much business in the head. Like it's too many of your own voices like chattering away and causing you to just not be able to do anything. And we're like anxious about our to-do list and getting our to-do list done, and then we're so anxious because we're thinking about it that we don't end up getting any of it done. So then we're just like even more anxious afterward. It's like that sort of shit. Right? So those are your hopes and fears. Don't fret it, Cancer. It's like part of the process of life is to have some competition from time to time. If you're looking for new work, if you are looking for new teammates to come on board, if you're looking for input from others, if you're competing for certain projects with other groups, if you want the assignment, like that's just part of it. It's like life is not about avoidance of competition or struggle. It's knowing how to navigate it, gaining the tools so that you can navigate it. And here's your final words of wisdom, which is great, fantastic to build on. The way you navigate it, Cancers, 3 of Cups, is by leaning into your closest tribe to help you. That's who's going to help you. You don't got to go air it to the world and put all your business out there about how you need help. Just those closest to you. Lean in on them. They have good advice. Those might be some of the voices you need to listen to. They can help you. And they're going to help you manifest, because this also came out. Magician. So they can help you manifest and alchemize whatever new path. Remember, because you're shutting and starting something new with that death card. So lean into your closest of close peeps, because they are going to help you get that power back for Cancer. Know which tools to use, to harness, to break through that competition and just win it. Right? Absolutely. The Magician is all about, again, I've said alchemize a lot, but it's about knowing the task at hand, having all your various tools available, but knowing which one will work to alchemize and work your magic in the way you want. This is about bringing from the non-physical, from our thought space, from our energy space, and grounding it down, alchemizing it into the physical. So you want to see some shit happen? Ask your crew a little bit how to guide you. Ultimately, Cancers, you have to make the calls, the end decisions, right? No one can do that for you, but advice is there for you. Support is there for you through these big transitions and changes. Cancer fam, I would love to know, what are some of these transitions and changes that you are going through, things that you are releasing and walking along a new path now? Like, I'm so curious. And is this, some of this hitting for you at work too? Like, is this happening in your work, your creative space, you know, kind of day-to-day life? Let me know, Cancer fam. I do hope that the month of September goes well. You can make the most of this tricky transition situation. Have faith in yourself, and you know you can have faith in those that you love and trust, right? That those people where it's a judgment-free zone. Cancer, sending you so much love for September, y'all. Bye.